really. 1970, Ducru Beaucaillou.
The Super Second
wine from Saint-Julien. Saint-Julien has got ridiculous levels of quality. They don't have a first growth fair, but they do have 5 seconds. And Ducru, along with Léoville Barton and Léoville Las Casses, I'd say are the top 3 Gros de Rose, and who's the other one? Léoville Poifferet, being the second. In fact, to be honest, they're all good.
So I've just painstakingly extracted the cork.
Yeah, Poifferet is actually not my favorite. It's okay when it's young, but when it gets older, it gets a bit. Don't tell anyone.
We got the first half out with the butler sleep, and then the second half came out with a corkscrew.
Yeah. Now so I've tried this before, many years ago, and for years and years I only had 1 bottle left that I wanted to drink on its 50th birthday with my friends Pete, Kirsty, and Richard. Unfortunately, a small thing called COVID happened, and that didn't happen. So I've not broken into that bottle here because I found 2 more at an auction, bought them, and we're having one for Ben's leaving do. So Ben is very rudely typing a tasting note whilst I speak to you.
Keep going, darling.
So basically, Ducru Beaucaillou, it was the wine that got me into Bordeaux. I remember seeing bright orange labels, and I thought, well, they're a bit different. Well, yeah, essentially, but they're a bit different. They stood out, and I thought, well, I'm going to give that a go. And the first
label has only got more orange with time.
It has.
I mean, they've decided to go on full tangerine.
They have gone full.
In the 70s, it was a bit more.
Well, no, they still have faded over the years.
That's true.
That's the thing.
That's a good point.
But anyway, the point being is that it was the first Bordeaux that really got me into Bordeaux, and unfortunately, I can't afford them nowadays normally, so that's why I don't drink them anymore. But it was a '97 vintage that I first tried, fell in love with it, and
yeah, it was this. It was.
I love this.
I mean,
I love this wine.
So the wine is alive. We were worried because of the 2 that were got at auction, this is the one with the lower level.
Yeah, it was in the sort of upper shoulder level.
Quite rightly, should be the one that is opened on this occasion, and. It is alive. It's giving stink. You were saying it's possibly a little bit thin on the palate.
Yeah. So the nose on this, it's got that lovely graphitey cherry and sort of twigginess to it. Sort of really sort of mulchy, sort of farmyardiness.
The palate does have power. It does have elegance. That will unlock, obviously, because at the moment it's very, just open Bordeaux roll. But I feel like it's just a matter of time with this one.
It's got cherry stones. It's got a sort of earthy element. The tannin is a little grippy, but I think just a bit of air is going to fatten this wine out a little bit and make it really pretty. It'll reveal the fruit a lot more. You're a happy man.
Oh, it's just great. I mean, it's 50 years old, 52 years old, and I've tasted wines that have not yet approached 20 years old that are more far gone than this.
Yeah.
I mean, just it's a truly phenomenal wine. It's a privilege to drink it. I just know you can just tell that this is just going to completely blossom.
Yes.
And we put the topper straight back on this because, of course, older wines
much more fragile.
They're delicate elderly beauties that need to be looked after a little bit more than others. But it's going to be great. And if not, drinking now, I'm enjoying it now.
It is good. It's just a little tannin, and it needs food with it.
And that's what we're going to put.
And that's what we're going to put with it.
Claret and beef,
yes.
Classic combo.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is.
What was the thing you were talking about? Not having sauce with beef.
Edmund Penning Rousel, who was the FT wine correspondent before Jancis Robinson and her mentor, had this huge claret cellar, one of the biggest collections in England, and his rule was claret with meat. No sauces, absolutely none. So it was always it would be like liver or beef or, lamb with some onions and mushrooms, and that would be it. And that was his rule. So we're having a little bit of gravy, obviously, but I wanted, in the spirit of the late great Edmund Penning Rousel, to just do it very, very traditionally, which is just claret and beef with no frilly bits and no sort of supplements in that sense. So
roast spuds okay?
Roast spuds are fine. They're a vegetable.
But you've got to have your veggies.
You've got to have your veggies,
like you.
But no sauces.
No sauces.
So I'm interested to see what happens. But this is already, it's a phenomenal privilege to drink, and it is very, very much alive.
It's very, very good. I've not had this probably in about a decade. and I still can taste the last time I had it. And this is, I think it's just a little thinner, but you know, it's a decade
That's
older,
okay.
and it's
exactly.
and that's the thing is that
I mean, it's mid-shoulder.
yeah, it's just a snapshot of what this wine is like now,
Right.
and that's what's great about old wine.
That's the point of aging wine, and that's why we drink old wine.
Yes. So again, sorry, can't have any.
Definitely not this one.
No, we're going to drink all of this one with Laura, who's never wanted to be in a video, but I'm going to now show you Laura.
Hello.
There you go.
On my freaking boy in the striped pajamas sofa. Anyway, see you later.
See you. Bye.